What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? I know I late, but the thing is, I went to the movie theaters and everything like that today just to see Fast and Furious 9. Um, the Fast and Furious 9 movie was actually a good movie. The Fast and Furious 9 movie was actually good. And wait, what's up? You that I just had to deal with some of my dog and stuff like that. But the thing is, like for me and I, on the Fast and Furious 9 movie was actually a good movie in my opinion. The, the thing about some people, some people just might disagree. Some people might agree. But things, in my opinion, is like the Fast and Furious movies was actually a good movie in my opinion. And plus, the ninth movie did have a story that I can follow. But the thing is, I don't get how people saying that they don't understand the story. Just for Fast and Furious, I think, in my opinion, the thing, the thing, in my opinion, is I think the Fast and Furious story was actually a basic story to understand. But the thing is, if you want me to this, if y'all want me to, how can I say this? Introduce myself, in my opinion. If you want me to, if you want me to just do a live stream about the story, or anything like that, in my opinion, it's actually a good thing, in my opinion. If you want to do a live stream, if y'all want me to do a live, I think, in my opinion, it will be good. And something like just for me, right? If you got to do a movie just on basic storyline and action, that's a Fast and Furious to me. It was actually a good story. I think, in my opinion, this story was actually good. The thing about me is, right, I don't think the other people understand the story, but the story is basic. It's a basic story that they follow. Brother, never mind, never mind. I just not do my review on it right now. I'm I'm gonna just do it on Saturday, and just got a lot more people a chance to look at it. I think, in my opinion, and that just my opinion about it. So I'm just gonna do my review on Saturday, just to give everybody a chance to look at it. For me to give just to give my review, just on the Fast Furious movie. I think, in my opinion, and just in my opinion, right? If you're gonna do all that, I think, in my opinion, just for me, right? In my opinion, stuff like that, just for the Fast and Furious movie, or anything like that. Just in my opinion, I give that movie. It was actually a good, a good movie. I think, in my opinion, it's actually a good movie. But that's just me, in my opinion. Though I think the movie good. I think the movie is actually good, and the movie actually got a good story structure. The pacing was good, but so that has some action pieces that was good. I think, in my opinion, it got good action pieces, but the Fast and Furious movie was actually good, in my opinion. But that's just me. I actually like the It was actually a real good storyline, I think, in my opinion. And and just like for me, right? If you gotta do like a real good storyline, right? I think, in my opinion, for a movie, basic action, everything like that, and Fast and Furious 9 was actually a good fun movie. Just for me, in my opinion. The thing about it, it sounds like some people just might agree, some people might not agree. But but the thing about it, just in my opinion about the whole thing, is about the movie. The movie was good, entertaining. It was a popcorn flick. That just my opinion about everything like that. But my bigger review for it will be coming on Saturday. Just just to try to give everybody a chance to look at the movie, everything like that. And just in my opinion, right? This is my whole thing for me waiting to Saturday, just to give more people a chance to look at the movie. And by the time Saturday comes, I'll just do the live stream about it, everything like that. Just in my opinion, and just for me, everything like that. I will be talking about the Loki episode 4. I think, in my opinion, Loki episode 4 type of stuff. I think, in my opinion, Loki Loki episode 4 was better than 3. And plus, for me, right, deal with episode 4, it sounds like um episode 4 being about exposing the TVA. I think, in my opinion, and find out answers the reason why the TVA exists, the secrets behind the TVA, the reason why the TVA was actually Sylvie or just the female Loki. It was after her. I find out there's some reasons behind that. It was actually it was actually a reason why they was after Be- because she actually escaped that the female Loki, everything like that, that female Loki and male Loki, that the female Loki, she just escaped TVA, or she been about a little girl, I think, in my opinion. If I'm wrong, then y'all can tell me down below. But I saw the episode that she was a little girl. She been about 8 to 10 years old. I think something, or 12. I give it about that. She was young when she escaped the TVA. And the thing about it, in my opinion, also, how couldn't the TVA find her after all this time though? And that's my whole thing about it. So, if you supposed to be all this and all that, I think, in my opinion, and you can't find one little girl, then your organization sucks. I think, in my opinion, your organization sucks if you can't find a little girl. If you cannot find a little girl, I think, in my opinion, off that big old organization you're supposed to have, this name TVA, which is dumb. I think, in my opinion, that and just for me, if y'all agree, disagree, just put that. If you agree with me, just put a 1. If you don't, put a 2. But the thing, in my opinion, is they tell us something. If you supposed to be, then you supposed to be the TVA. In my opinion, if you can't find one little girl that escaped from you just back, she was about 8 to 12 years old, then your organization sucks. In my opinion, your organization sucks, and you cannot find, and you should really, really, really re just reorganize just your how could I say, reorganize your ranks. I think, in my opinion, if you can't find a little girl that was younger and little at 12 years old that is escaping, that means you suck, and that means that you are not good at your job. I think, in my opinion, you was not good at your job. That just me. That is me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. So if you can't find that one little girl, ever since you was young, then you deserve to lose your job. I think, in my opinion, I was the TVA, I would have been mad. And this is like for anybody who want to come in. And plus, in my opinion, right, that's just me. That just me. In my opinion, you should not. You should not have that much trouble finding a little girl that escaped from your grasp and using your technology. You telling me that you didn't have a tracker on it? You stuck at your job. If you joining, if you're new anything like that, just like the video. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch too, just like the video if you could over there. Um, and just for me, right? And just for me, I think, in my opinion, the TVA supposed to be the TVA was shady ever since the first episode. I've never trusted Loki because, like, for me, right? I know Loki got his own goals he want to do. I don't trust Loki or Shush. I never trust TVA either. Every since they're introduced and how they found them, everything like that, and beat them just that easily. I think, in my opinion, um, um, and how they found Loki in the first episode and beat him up that easy. I say that at first for me, as I saw it, that I thought the company was good at that, but the thing is, like, as the shady stuff that they was doing, just using certain people just for certain things, I think, in my opinion, and plus I was starting to figure out they was hiding certain stuff just for certain people, and Sylvie just had to figure out what they was doing. But the thing about my opinion, right, is if they were trying to do if they were trying to if they would try to make Sylvie do something, then and she figured it out, how did that little girl figure out? I think, in my opinion, and that's just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. Charles, you should not be able to do all this stuff. I think, in my opinion, that just me. That little girl should not have been able to escape. They grasp unless that little girl was a trained fighter or something like that, growing up or something like that as a god up in Asgard. That's the only explanation that I would take for it. That's just me. That's just me, in my opinion, about the whole thing. And that's the only way that I would take it. If they can do like a whole, if they can do a whole thing, I think, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's just me. And that's the only way that I would take the explanation if they would actually do if they would do stuff like that. I think, in my opinion, if giving us answers like they did up in this episode. But that's just me, in my opinion. Also, I did this episode give us answers based on the TVA past, based it because the last episode gave us some answers, but for this one right here, they actually give us answers as well. The reason why she was running away, the reason why that she didn't want to get caught by the TVA. I think, in my opinion, because she pretty much knew that TVAs were dirty. But the thing is, in my opinion, also, I think the TVA might do some shady stuff. But the thing is, about the female Loki, I really didn't trust her that much either. Because the thing about Loki is that you can't trust them too much. You cannot trust a Loki too much, or that Loki would come back, and that Loki would come back and try to do something dirty behind your back. In my opinion, that's just me. Because this female Loki right here, just had broke the had broken. I think, in my opinion, uh, just based on my opinion, everything like that. This female Loki right here had given me some insights in episode 3 and 4 beside the TVA. Because you know it's like the TVA like to keep secrets from their workers, and the TVA and plus the TVA actually keep things in check at the same time. They do good, but the thing is, like, they also do stuff that they actually do stuff that's not good as well either. But the thing is, like, I don't know. I just don't get it. But like, I think in my opinion, it's about I just don't think, like, I think in my opinion, I just don't think in my opinion that this female Loki actually got the best intentions while she's trying to break up the TVA, everything like that. In my opinion, I just don't think she had the best intentions, in my opinion. And this Loki right here, the male Loki, in my opinion, if you seen the end just of this episode right here, then you will know that with this Loki right here was actually how could I say this? How could I say this? How could I say this while being mean? This Loki right here was clueless, which was dumb in my opinion, because he wouldn't be clueless, I think, in my opinion. It wouldn't be clueless. And this episode right here, actually, I've seen some stuff in this episode sound like the black lady worker that actually worked there as part of the TVA, that she turned against him at the end, and she got killed. But the thing about me is, like, if she was gonna turn against somebody, she should have did it a smarter way. But she ended up dying. She ended up dying anyway. But the MCU, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure she. I'm not sure she good or not and stuff like that. But I'm not sure if she good or not. But the thing about me, it's like, I actually think it's a good thing. For me, when I see the Loki show, act it just actually progressing the story through. In my opinion, when you actually do that, progress the story through. For me, in my opinion, it's just me. If you actually show the story through, everything like that, I think in my opinion, right, it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing in my opinion. When you see a Loki show progressing the story through, it's not wasting your time. It puts it actually showing new things each episode, and plus it not trying to how can I say, waste it. I, I like another show I know, like in WandaVision, because, like, for me, right, I just feel like certain shows just trying to waste your time, and some people just don't understand it. I think, in my opinion, and that is a bad thing. I think, in my opinion, it's actually a bad thing for me. If you trying to waste people's time, everything like that, I think for me, and for me, right, in my opinion, um, and based for me, in my opinion, right, that ever since seeing Loki died, and plus you find out at the end he didn't die, he got sent to a different dimension. I don't know the purpose of that. If somebody probably could tell me what's if she gonna tell me what this character just gonna do, I think, in my opinion, this Loki character, I think the Loki character could turn into, how can I say, into an anti-hero. I think, in my opinion. Just me. It could be an anti-villain hero. Sometimes he a villain, sometimes he a hero, sometimes sometimes he do stuff to benefit himself. I think, in my opinion, he do stuff to benefit himself. That's all I got to say. Because this Loki right here, I still don't trust him. I really don't trust no Loki, in my opinion. I really don't trust none of them. That's just me. That if I find out you're Loki, I still don't find out you is. I still do not like. I don't trust it. I don't trust no Loki. I don't trust none of their intentions, anything like that. If y'all can agree or disagree, but that's just me in my opinion. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust how people just try to just to look as an anti-hero. That's what I don't see him as an anti-hero in my opinion, and that's just me. I don't see him as an anti-hero. I see him just as a villain who tried to survive by him, who just tried to survive. I think, in my opinion, but he's not an anti-villain hero in my opinion. Because you look at it, once it all break down, is that Loki is gonna find a way to just try to rule the TVA, and he gonna try to how can I say this? And he gonna try to find a way, just try to how can I say this? How can I say this without being mean? The TVA is gonna find a way that Loki is gonna just trying to find the rule of TVA, and for him to benefit from it. In my opinion, he gonna find a way to do it. But that's just me. If y'all trust Loki, everything like that, I don't. I don't trust the sucker. I bet ain't trust him. Y'all can trust the Loki. Y'all can trust everything like that what he be doing. But it's just I don't trust Loki. I don't trust him at all what he be doing. I think in my opinion. I don't. Y'all might trust him, but I don't. And this Loki seeing like he could be a hero, he could be a villain, and he could be an anti-hero. But that's what, in my opinion, like this Loki, he gotta have to prove it. In my opinion, he gotta have to prove he gotta have to prove, in my opinion, like he's an actual hero. Because like for me, right, like I see him in so much movies as him being a villain. I think, in my opinion, I see him so much as being a villain and him trying to bring down the Avengers. I think everything like that, and him and just for Loki, I think in my opinion, just try to kill Thor, just try to kill Thor or rule this rule Asgard. I think in my opinion, and that's what I think about it. I I just think he just one of them type of how can I say, he one of them type of people who just would do anything. I think, in my opinion, that's just me. That some people just might agree that he could be a hero, he could be a villain, but then on me, it's like I think that Loki just got a game plan on top of a game plan. Like, that's how Loki always is. Because Loki just don't do nothing without how can I say, Loki don't Loki don't got nothing without a plan. In my opinion, he does nothing without a plan. Y'all can agree and disagree, but the thing on me is like I think Loki just got a final game plan at the end of the season of him breaking the timeline himself. I think with Sylvie. The other the other one, I think, in my opinion, he's thinking about doing it. But the thing is, like I think he I think he might think about doing something else, everything like that. But the thing is, like some people the TVA might help them do it, and some people might not. But the thing is how the show gonna end, and how is the show just gonna show us all that. I think, in my opinion, and that's just me. Because for me, right, I got problems dealing with certain stuff. I think, in my opinion, yeah. Throughout this show has shown me this show showed me that Loki could change everything like that. But the thing is, for me, right, is like I think this Loki could could be putting on act, in my opinion, if you look at it. Because this Loki, I think, in my opinion, it it's not. He's not the full blown villain he was, I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, in my opinion, since he's not the full blown villain, I think he could be doing something else. I think. But the thing about me, for me, in my opinion, about if you're gonna do not a full blown villain, I think, in my opinion, that is gonna be that is Loki probably can do some damage. I think in other universes. I think, in my opinion, but that's just me. That just me, in my opinion. I think about the Loki, the Loki show, and for this episode, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. That is my rating for it. 4.5 out of 5. If y'all got a different opinion about it, then y'all can tell me in the chat, everything like that. If you got a different opinion for it, become my rating just for Thomas Hiddleston. I think, in my opinion, it's about how can I say him in this episode. I give it a 4.6, and Sylvie I give it a 4 point. Yeah, the same rating, 4.6. I think just for both of them. Because on both of them, just I play their role, and both this looking right here is a 4.6. I give it a 4.6, and this looking right here, I give it a 4.6 as well in the show. Because the thing about me, I like both of the acting, and plus for me, right, that the MCU do have good actors in the universe, and plus I am not biased. I'm not biased in my opinion, just to one side or another. I think, in my opinion, I'm not biased at all. But the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole thing, and that just me, in my opinion, I'm not biased about it. In my opinion, I just like that this show actually right here show stakes. In my opinion, and put the Loki show actually show like it's consequences to everything you do. In my opinion, y'all can disagree, y'all can agree, but then in my opinion is like I think this show actually show consequences. But the thing is like some people just might think it might not show consequences. But the thing about for me, right, I think it do show consequences just for each thing. I think, in my opinion, it do. Like y'all could agree or disagree in y'all opinion. But the thing about me, I think it do show consequences just for actions that each character do. Be, because you think about it, the female Loki that she was doing some real damage. I think, in my opinion, during this season. Because thinking about it, it's like female Loki, Sylvie. Just in case y'all know the female Loki name, the female Loki Sylvie, that she was actually doing. She was actually going to timeline, killing the TVA agents and stuff like that. But then it's like y'all could agree, y'all can agree, disagree. It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. Up to y'all. What I think of her. Because for me, I like her, but that's what I still want to trust her, because I know at the end of the day, because I know at the end of the day that she will always just try to disagree with you if it fit her, if it fit her agenda. Because you look at all Lokis is some of the Lokis. Some of the Lokis actually show that how can I say this? How could I say this? Some of the Lokis actually showing if it benefit them, if it's benefit them, then that very friend or the Loki just will how can I say this? Betray you. They will betray you if it fit them. That y'all might not like me saying it, but it's true. But that Loki will betray you if it fit. If it fit the agenda. that y'all might not like me saying this, but the thing about it is like I think this show right here could be could be like the how can I say the first best show I like is Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's number one, and it's Loki show could be number two or part one or um could be 1A. I think in my opinion 1B because they show actually show stakes and but they actually show everything that Loki ever done. I think in my opinion it showed everything that it did. I think in my opinion, which was actually a good thing. In my opinion, just for somebody to show Loki throughout this whole season, I think in my opinion, tells the show in front of his face what he is and what he not. Because you look at it, it's like they keep on saying it's Loki is not destined to how can I say like no define happiness. Because you look at it, I think the Loki's is like a real good. Just sound like for me, right? That's in my opinion, right? This episode four of Loki, it's actually a 4 point. Yeah, on this episode of Loki, I give it a 4.5. That's just me. I give it a 4.5. If y'all got a different rating um for this Loki that Loki episode, then y'all could. And y'all could if y'all want to, in your opinion. Because my rating, I'm about to put it right here in the chat just to show y'all what I give it. A 4.5 is my is just my rating for the show. No, no, not for the show, but just for the episode. And this is my rating for it right here. 4.5. A 4.5 is my rating for it. If y'all got a different opinion on the thing, a different opinion or a different rating for it, then y'all could if y'all want to just put your own little rating for it. If y'all want to do a different rating and everything like that for the show. No, not for the show, but just for the episode, I think in my opinion. If y'all want to do that, then y'all could. If y'all don't, it's y'all opinion too. That and and just for me, right, based on the show, everything like that, I think. And just for like for me, right, if y'all want to tell me just your opinion, what y'all think about the show so far. If y'all think the show is good, then y'all can type it. If y'all think the show is bad, then y'all could too. If y'all want me to if y'all got a different opinion about it, different opinion about the episode, then and y'all can do it down below. If y'all seen the title of my live stream, then y'all will know about which franchises that y'all will save and which franchises will y'all not save or will y'all change. the thing about it, thing about for me, right? The first franchise that I would try to change or save might have been, how can I say this? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I liked the first movie. The first movie was actually good because, in my opinion, is about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. Is like some people think the first one was actually a bad movie. The first one wasn't a bad movie, and that one people just need to learn. Also, if y'all can't, if y'all can just give a movie a chance, I think to breathe instead of y'all judging it before y'all judge everything like that. I think, in my opinion, it's like y'all need to, and y'all need to learn how not to just judge a movie based on the first time. Sounds like the Teenage Ninja Turtle movie, the first one. The the first one was actually good. And let me type in on the banner for this. What franchises? What franchise will you change or save or change? Oh wait a minute, let me change it. What franchises would you change? Right here. What franchises would you change? The first franchise I would change is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I think, in my opinion, time for movies. Because you look at time for movies, is that they don't actually, how can I say this? They don't actually do the origin right. The origins is the how can I say what I mean? The origins of Teenage Turtle in the first one was actually not bad, but they need to know how to do Splinter right. I think, in my opinion, do the origin movies. Because you look at it, is that they don't they don't show his story background too much. I think, in my opinion, just by Splinter, but they show the Teenage Ninja Turtle backstory, which is not bad, but you need to show Splinter background. I think, in my opinion, and that will be like a good thing to see. I think, in my opinion, if you can give Splinter a real good background and storyline, the reason why he hates Shredder, everything like that. I think, in my opinion, and that will be a good thing if they're able to show it. I think that this should show like it this should show him, like, I think, in my opinion, actually doing some damage to his master. It, I think, in my opinion, this should show it, like Splinter killing his master, or 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 just showing Splinter. I think, in my opinion, sharp face on his look, which is bad, which will be a good thing. I think, in my opinion, is like some people think it might be a bad thing. It will be a bad thing, I think, for some people. I think to change the origin of it. But the thing is, like, I do think it would actually be a good thing. That is actually, for me, right? That would actually be a real good storyline. That is a real good storyline, and they can show the beef in between and Splinter the Rat, and, and plus, for me, right, Splinter the Rat, Splinter, and plus Shredder. and plus, like for me, right? Just I probably gotta show y'all a picture of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just to give y'all this idea, just what I'm talking about. Who it is, just for people who doesn't know who Teenage Ninja Turtle is. I think, in my opinion, be, because just I know that some people might not know who it is. I think, in my opinion, I'm about to show y'all the new ones, the new ones, cause I probably got that. Shucks, man, I'm trying to save it. Because like for me, right, I like the animated one, and plus I like the animated Ninja Turtle and cartoon, and plus I like some of the older ones, especially one in the '90s. Especially one in the '90s, it's actually good. I think, in my opinion, the one in the '90s is actually good. That, in my opinion, is like some people think it might not be. Because the thing about me, in my opinion, I do actually. It might be a good thing. It might be a good thing. I think, in my opinion, for the movie just to revolve around Splinter, I think, and stuff like that. Like for the first half of the movie, just the reason why it could happen. Because, like for me, right, if you don't base it around Splinter, or like I think, in my opinion, if you don't do it, then you. Oh, what's up, Master Swag King? Oh, what's up, man? That because like for me, right, because I probably got to show y'all just by Teenage Turtles what I think, that just for people who might not know who it is, because I probably got to show y'all the new updated one that came out lately, just to remind people who it is. Be, be, because like for me, just for me talking about them right here, these Teenage Mutant Turtles right here, they got they got the gist of them. I think, right. I think, in my opinion, they got the gist of them right. They got Michelangelo the jokester. They got Leonardo the leader. They got Donatello the smart one, and they got Raphael the fighter. But the thing is, all of them could fight. But the two best fighters is how can I say, Leonardo the leader and Raphael the one with the short temper. That thing about me is like y'all could agree or disagree, but that's just me. And plus, Master Swag King, did you notice somebody just dislike my video, everything like that? Because because for me, I pretty much just got a deal who did it, but then so I don't want to say nothing and start no trouble. But then on me, I just don't worry about it. I think most of the time I just don't worry about it. But the thing about the new Turtle one right here, that I would actually save this franchise, and I would actually just do a reboot on it, or just because the second one seemed like it was a soft reboot, but 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 it didn't actually put a reboot label on it. But you could tell it was a reboot. I think, in my opinion, which was dumb. I think, in my opinion, tell someone if it's a reboot, just tell people that it's a reboot. Don't try to say it's not a reboot, and plus we all know it's a reboot. That is dumb in my opinion. That is a dumb thing. I think in my opinion. Yeah, Master Sweat King. Oh, and what's up too? And it sound like for me, right? If you gonna do like how can I say? If you gonna do like different crazy stuff, I think in my opinion, if you gonna do like different crazy stuff, I think just with the franchise, just with Teen Ninja Turtles stuff like that, at least make sure it makes sense before you do stuff. I think in my opinion, make sure it makes sense. Because the first reboot, I think the first one that came out, it was decent, but the thing is, it seemed like the fans didn't like it, which was crazy. I think in my opinion, because the first one wasn't even bad. It wasn't bad in my opinion. The first, just the first New Turtle movie, it wasn't even a bad movie. I think in my opinion, and some people didn't like it, but the thing is that some people didn't like it, but I did. I like the first New Turtle movie. I got to call it one of my guilty pleasures type of movie. I think, in my opinion, which is it could be a good thing or a bad thing. The thing is, like on the first Ninja Turtle movie, it's not actually a bad movie. It's not actually a bad movie to look at. I think, in my opinion, because the thing about me is like I think that some people think the thing about me like some people think it's actually a bad thing. It's actually a bad thing if you like that first Ninja Turtle movie, which is not a bad thing. I think in my opinion. Because like for me, in my opinion, right, if you think this movie was was bad, but the thing is, like I used to think it was a bad movie at first, but the thing about me that the more you look at it sometimes and just enjoy it what it is, then you will know it's not actually as bad as people think it is. But that just in my opinion, this movie right here, this first Harry Potter movie, I give it a 7, a 6.8, just to a 7.5. I think. Yeah, that's just me. That's just me in my opinion about the whole thing. And plus the cast for it. How can I say this? Let me see the cast. Let me see the cast list. Just think about it. I got to see the cast list for this movie. I think, in my opinion, the cast list should have been. But I think the cast list is. How can I say? Shucks. I'm trying to figure out what the cast of this movie was. The first one. Shucks. 2012, right? I think it was the first Teenage Mutant Show was 2012, I think, or earlier. I think it's something like that. When was the first New Turn? 2014. 2014. Shucks. I'm 2 years behind. I'm off by 2 years. I mean, about the cast. Megan Fox in the first one. Megan Fox was I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Listen to the first one. Megan Fox was April O'Neil, but that's what I actually let Megan Fox in this movie. I actually like her in this movie right here. And Noel Fisher was on Michelangelo. I'm kind of shocked at that, but I'm not. But the thing is, Alec Richardson, who should have been, in my opinion, Shazam, but he's not. It's Zachary Levi, what we stuck with, and Will Arnett playing as Vernon from one of the journalists, I think, something like that, and Donatello was Jeremy Howard. I actually like that, and Leonardo, Johnny Knoxville, really? I'm kind of surprised on that one. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I thought it was Pete. Wait a minute, now. It's two of them. It's Pete Gillespie and Danny Wilburn as Splinter. I'm not surprised, but I'm good. And the doctor in the first one was Kevin Eastman, and William Fincher was Eric Sachs. It was Eric Sachs or something, I think, something like that. Eric Sachs plays William Fincher, and William Fincher is actually a good actor in my opinion. He's actually a good actor. I actually like him. That some people might agree, some people might not. But then I mean, it's like I actually think he is a good actor in my opinion. William William Fincher, and plus the other one was in 2017, I think. Yeah, the second one. No, 2016. God dang it. Why am I keep on getting confused, man, based on. Okay. Okay, now. Megan Fox still was April O'Neil. I like that. Stephen Amell, Green Arrow. I like him. He plays Casey Jones, and he was a good Casey Jones, in my opinion. But the thing, in my opinion, some people might think he wasn't a good movie. He wasn't a good Casey Jones, but in my opinion, I think he was. Um, I think, in my opinion, he was a good Casey Jones, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's just me. If y'all think that Stephen Mill was a good Casey Jones, then y'all can put it down below. If y'all think he wasn't, then y'all can put it down below also. If y'all think he wasn't a good Casey Jones. And Seamus was Rocksteady, and Gary Anthony Williams was Bebop. Boy, I like those two in the movie. I actually like Bebop and Rocksteady in that movie. The thing is, and plus Brian T. I like him in that movie too. It's funny. Like some people could agree, some people could not agree. In my opinion, I actually like on both of them. I actually like on both of them though. In my opinion, that if y'all want to say anything like that in the comments, then y'all could. But just for me, right? But the thing about me, in my opinion, about the whole franchise, I think just by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, I think, in my opinion, it's not like some people think it's kiddie. But the thing about it, if you look at the comics of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, It actually started off as an adult thing. It was adult just for the mainstream. Everybody just turned a kitty. I think, in my opinion, that the thing about for me, right, is that some people just don't know the origins of it. Be, because you look at the whole thing by itself, the Teenage Ninja Turtles and origin, it's actually meant for adults, and was it actually violent if you look at it, a violent origins, and that's just my opinion about the whole thing. The origins is actually a violent origin just for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It it wasn't this kitty type of origins. If you look at the comics, the first original ones, because they were made back in the day. Well, how can I say? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Who made it? It was a comic at first, though. Who was the first author who made them? Um, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Shucks. Hey, yeah. It was a good origin, though. It was a good comic. It was a comic origin too. The comic origin was made like in the 1984. Yeah, yeah. Published by Mirage Studios. Feature named 30-year run, 1984 to 2014. The comic franchise, everything like that. Yeah, so like for me, in my opinion about the whole thing, um, so like for me, in my opinion, it was made by Mirage Studios. And wait a minute now, Mirage Studios made it. I thought it was someone else that made that franchise. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let me see now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Let me try typing in. When was it first? When when was it first published? When was the first? 1984. Made by cartoonist Kevin Eastman. Okay, okay, he made it. But the first comic was not color. But the first comic was black and white. Just in case nobody didn't know about that, it was actually black and white. That comic right there, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic, was actually black and white. And plus, for the next franchise, I would change and try to save everything like that. Is Tournament. Tournament, this franchise right here, because this franchise down been gutted, down been gutted, and everything else up and down. I think, in my opinion, because you look at it, if you look at it, just in my opinion about the whole thing, that if you look at it, if you look at it now, just from one point of view, I think, in my opinion, some people just might think the franchise is good. Some people might think it's bad. Some people might think it's in good shape. But in my opinion, this Terminator franchise is not in good shape. This Terminator franchise is not in good shape at all, in my opinion. Y'all can just deny everything else like that. In my opinion, it's like I just don't think that this franchise is in good shape. this Terminator franchise is not in good shape because you look at Terminator 1, 2, and 3 was good. They should have stopped it there. But they made 4, 5, and 6, I think, or 7 movies. I think what 4 or 5 movies they made. They made about 4 or 5 movies, I think, in my opinion, they made. But the thing about me, in my opinion, tell something. If you gotta make that much movies, at least make sure the movies is good and make sure the movie coexists. Just what a good story structure, I think, in my opinion. Make sure the story structure is good in it. Because you look at the other ones that the other ones was saying like Connor was the bad guy, which is dumb. Because you look at the first, second, and third one, it was building up that Connor was the big old savior and he was the big protector to help the human race save how can I say just help the human race save stuff, I think, in my opinion. Be- Because I think in my opinion why would you make Connor bad if you build him up first, second, and third movie of him just trying to save up, just trying to save the world just from the machines? And why would you make a movie of him going to the machine side, which don't make no sense? Which don't make no sense in my opinion. That if y'all think that makes sense, and you build up a character, and you build up a character that posts to that supposed to try to save the earth just for the machines, you build up first, second, third movie, building them up. And why would you try to make them bad in one of your movies? Why? Which don't make no sense. Because it don't make sense in my opinion. Like y'all can think it makes sense, but it don't. But the thing about me, that I mean, just in my opinion, just about the whole thing. But that just me. That just me. If y'all think it makes sense, then shut. Hey, y'all can tell me in the comments if y'all think John Turner bad. That after you don't build him up just for the first 3 movies, everything like that, which don't make no sense in my opinion. Which don't make no sense in my. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Which doesn't make no sense in my opinion. But the thing is, if y'all think it makes sense, then y'all could. And so y'all tell me later on if y'all think it makes sense. But that just me in my opinion about the whole Terminator thing. If you look at the Terminator franchise as a whole, let me name out the movies. Let me name out the Terminator movies. Let me Terminator movies just in case somebody think that I don't know my movies. Terminator movies. Because for me, right, I want to see the Terminator movies in order. It's the Terminator. It's the first one. I like that one. Terminator, the second one. Judgment Day. I like that one. 1984, 1981. No. 1984 and 1991. Not 81. I'm sorry for saying that. Terminator, Rise of Machines, 2003. I like that one. Terminator Salvation wasn't a bad movie, but it was an average movie. But the shuts when they got Terminator Genesis, 2015. Oh man, they need to erase that movie, and then they erase Terminator Dark Fate. Erase that movie too. Erase both of them. Both movies need to be erased from existence. If they need to erase Terminator Salvation to do it, then sure, I'm cool with that too. Because you look at it, in my opinion, if you look at the movies, in my opinion, toss some. Just keep Terminator 1, 2, and 3. If you gotta erase the fourth one, then sure, I'm cool with that also. If you gotta erase that one. You got race down for canon. Then sure, I'm good with that too. The thing about me, in my opinion, about the movies, is like you shouldn't have to make too many movies to make it would make sense. Because the first three movies should have been it, and it should have ended the franchise. That's what. Just knowing Hollywood do not know how to end a franchise. Hollywood just got to make spin-offs and stuff like that, in my opinion. And with anybody, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with spin-offs, but the thing is, make sure the spin-offs correlate with the movies. Just don't make spin-offs that just deviate for the whole thing, which don't make no sense. You can't look at Terminator Salvation. It makes sense. It makes some sense. So, and you look at how can I say Terminator Salvation, um, Terminator Genesis. No, I like Emilia Clarke, but the thing about it, that movie did not make no sense. Because the thing about me is that movie should not have her as John Mother. It shouldn't. It should not have did it because the thing about it, they had Linda Carter as John Mother. Genesis should be erased in Dark Fate, and that's what Dark Fate has some good action to it. I give it that. It had good action. Terminator Genesis had good action as well. Most Terminator movies had good action, but the story don't make sense. But the thing about me, right? If y'all think the story makes sense, then y'all could. Then y'all could. If y'all can argue with me, the reason why the story makes sense, then y'all could. If y'all can't tell me the reason why this story don't make sense, if y'all can tell me the reason why all almost correlate and make sense, then y'all could. Then that's what. Tell me down below. But that's just me in my opinion. That's just me in my opinion about the whole Terminator franchise. I think Terminator franchise as a whole is just it's a C plus, a C minus. I think really, it's really just a C minus to a C plus franchise. That after the third one, because there, in my opinions, is like the Terminator franchise should have been like a B plus to an A. It should be shoot to a B plus to it should be to a B plus to an A minus franchise. But Hollywood will find a way to bring down grades. Because the first three movies, I give it a B plus. In my opinion, I give it a B plus. I give it a B plus. But then, in my opinion, it sounds like I give it a B plus to an A minus before that fourth movie, Salvation, came out. But then, in my opinion, it sounds like the thing about me, in my opinion, just about the whole thing, then with the movie franchises, is like they find ways to make stuff bad in Hollywood. Some of them. Because the Genesis movies, if they would have had a good writer and changed the character names just for John Mother to somebody else, then just it would have been good. I think, in my opinion, it would have been a real good franchise. I think, in my opinion, if they would have found a way, just change characters' names, just change the character name, change their background, everything like that. Just make her sound like Linda Carter and stuff like that. Of her running for the Terminator, everything like that. In my opinion, it's like for me, right? If they can do that, if they can find a way just to make these movies make sense, I think, and just erase Terminator Genesis and Dark Fate, then I'm good. If you got erase Terminator Salvation, I won't like it, but that's what I'm cool with it. I will be cool with it just to establish this franchise. I think, in my opinion, if they can do that, then I'm cool. I'm cool. If y'all like it, y'all don't. If y'all like my explanations, the reason why I would change or just try to save the franchise and just how I would do it, and just how I would do it, then if y'all got a different opinion about it, then y'all can tell me in the chat or tell me in the comments. If y'all can tell me in the comments, everything like that. If y'all can tell me in the comments, everything like that, how would y'all do it and how would y'all change it? I think, in my opinion, how would I change stuff? That how would I change certain stuff, everything like that? In my opinion, how would I change like different aspects of the Terminator song, like in the fifth movie, up in the fifth movie, I think, in my opinion, is like how I would do it. I just would make new characters that could have been allies up in the future movies. I think, in my opinion, I just would have did it. I just would make future new characters just for future timelines or different or just in the same timelines, stuff like that. I think, in my opinion, or just let them come together like in the final movies of them fighting their own version of Terminator. In my opinion, it's like some people might agree, some people might not. But the thing about me, in my opinion, is, but I just think that it would have been better if they would find a way just to erase certain stuff, just something like Star Wars should do. And that's my other franchise. That's the other franchise that I would try to change certain stuff. I would change in Star Wars. I think, in my opinion, I would try to chase some stuff by Star Wars. But this Terminator stuff right here is about some other stuff that I would do. Star Wars. And this would next franchise that I would change some stuff to it. I would try to change and just try to erase some stuff. I think, in my opinion. Star Wars movies and shows. Like, I like Star Wars, the first one. I like Strike Back. I like Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I like that one. I like Star Wars Episode One, Episode Two, and the first six movies was good. It was good. It was set. It was good. Everything like that. Just think about it. Let me show y'all right now. That's what I'm talking about. Time for movies, everything like that. Next year. Let me try to share it. Let me go to Windows. Let me go to right here. This movie right here, Episode One. I like Star Wars. Episode Four, Empire Strikes Back. I like that one. And plus, I like Return of the Jedi. I like those three. Those three were good. Cause the thing about it, some people hate the prequels, which was dumb. But how can you hate the prequels and put the prequels explain everything, how everything happened, in my opinion. But things, everybody different. Everybody different. Everybody different in different ways, in my opinion. it's something just for me. In my opinion about the whole thing, it's like I just think it could be a bad thing, or it could be a good thing or a bad thing if people just don't like the prequels. But the thing is now that people are starting to appreciate the prequels ever since the other movies was bad, which is dumb, I think, in my opinion. Which is dumb in my opinion. Is like for me, right? If you didn't like the prequels before, then why you liking now? Because the new movies suck. Then you should have kept that same energy. They should have kept that same energy, I think, in my opinion. If you hate the prequels before, you should hate it now. But then me, it's like I understand the reason why people change their mind because they probably went back and looked at it, explained some stuff to them, added didn't see the first time. And plus for me, I like the Mandalorian. I like Clone Wars. Bad Batch. Oh shucks. I'm iffy on that one. Rogue One. It's kind of average, but good at the same time. But shoot, average good movie. But the thing about it, I like Force Awakens episode 7. I like this one. I like Force Awakens. Force Awakens was good, but the thing about it, when it got to the Last Jedi, ooh boy, the Last Jedi ruined my. Ooh boy, I didn't like that movie. Last Jedi was that movie I did not like. I did not like this movie, and this even worse. It's better than Last Jedi, but Gabe Down the movie had some problems, man. That just me in my opinion. The movie did have problems. The thing about me, um, the thing about me, in my opinion about the whole thing, that's me in my opinion talking something about the franchise. I think the Star Wars franchise needs some changing, and they need to erase episode 8 and 9. Erase those 2 episodes, down good. Erase episode 8 and 9, and I will be good at that. In my opinion, if if y'all agree with me, y'all can put it in the chat. If y'all don't, y'all can put it in the chat as well. But that's just me in my opinion. Just about the whole thing. About those franchises. Those were the franchises I actually try to change and stuff like that, in my opinion. And just actually just try to say it. Some people could agree, some people could not. And Transformers. Transformers another one too. But shucks, I'll get that on Saturday. And plus for me on YouTube, Twitch. I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all later and see y'all next time.